I give it a few minutes. Hold up. I give it a few minutes. Hold up, guys. There's a lot that I want to talk about this in the interview. There's a lot that I want to talk about. And let's give it a little. Let's give it a second right fast. My hair's a little bit nappy. Guys, I want to tell y'all something. And I don't know about how other people have their kids and treat their kids and how they teach their kids. And I made sure I tell my son, never let a business, a racist black and white business, tell you what to do. Never let people in Walmart. Let me tell you something. We live in a tough world, and we have to understand that tough world that we live in. But racism of black and white, Sky News, they have a problem. I want my government to know Dirk Miller people think they can just lie and be racist and think I don't have a backup plan. And all the lies they told at 12/16, you say you didn't need my help, keep it like that. But when Trump is sitting by your side and I don't want your help, God don't need you. Y'all need each other. And that's the difference between you and Joe Biden and all of y'all. You don't know who God is. You and that Justice Department said something. And I sued him for the words that came out of his mouth. And if he don't be removed, somebody gonna take his place. Because a Justice Department leader hear everybody out. And nobody wants to be in the power of a leader that says something as a Justice Department leader. Because, oh, you on Joe Biden team. I don't want to get into that war with y'all. But let me tell you how this is going to go. Y'all stand for wrong. But the rest of Americans can think about themselves while you sit up there. While you sit up, you in the Justice Department, sit up there and lie. So I sued you. I got to have a government out there that can kind of sue you and give me what I want, Justice Department, for coward and racism. I don't need you. But you and your government can cut me off and feed me to the black and white and racism, right? That's the difference between me and you. I can handle the weight, but black and white will stop my potential in Walmart, and they know it. But you're the hypocrite, right? I don't want you. God don't want you. You keep fighting for each other like you always do. You don't know God, and you know you don't know God. You see, the Justice Department talk a big game, but you write the laws, right? You write the laws, right? When I wrote Crystal and I told her, we trying to gain the public trust. What about God trust? You broke that, Justice Department. You broke that. Your words have actions. But they don't got no leader that can remove you, right? Because Joe Biden in your seat, right? That's sad when the community puts you people in your place. But they look. You know, when I worked at 2996, I was standing in the middle of the floor by the register. And I was getting treated bad. And you know that them racist customers looking at me like I'm the bad guy. And I'm the one that get caught out of my name when they act stupid. White and black customers. That's what they do when they and yesterday a stupid behavior of jealousy. But we live in a world where we got a leader They got to have a government that can sue you and give me what I want out of you. Because Google telling me I can't get my money out of you. I can't get the lies you stand by in your democracy. I don't want nothing to do with Texas. And hip hop can go F they self. When state of Texas say they don't need me, God don't need you. But let me tell you, somebody in the US and over there in UK asked me to sit there and they see it on Sky News. Over there, one of the powerful people, where you as a government and you as a society take your own American people for granted. And you act like I gotta deal with your bull crap, with your lying, and your Democrats. I'm gonna get you, Justice Department, for saying your words and making me get on here for another mental breakdown. The more you lie, the more you have a people. Watch your word, but the people will take you back. I see the spirit behavior, right? I don't want you, I don't need you. But don't think 1 second that I can go to a Walmart and work at a Walmart and let them just suffocate me with racism and black and never get my potential out there. But you think I owe you something. God don't owe you nothing. You owe him for the lie that you tell in your American democracy. You don't live by your truth. And I'm tired here. I'm tired of your lies. But God said, I won't let the Justice Department destroy me. I won't let a hypocrite say words that he don't supposed to be saying. God might don't favor me. God might favor me. But let me tell you, he ain't blind. You walk around here blind. You put up with your people. And you help up for your communities. I'm talking to the Justice Department. Look at you. Look at you. Because Uncle Joe Biden put you to that seat. You think you got a right to say what you want and violate my right as a Justice Department? They don't give you the right. When they say they don't need me, God don't need you. Y'all need each other to lie with each other, to have a faith to believe in, because you never saw God and you never understood that. I don't want nothing to do with you, man. The other leaders from around the world should see how you act as a Justice Department. Your words. Leaders should see the words that come out of your mouth. Words of behavior should have never been said. Words of behavior should have never came out of your mouth. I want the Justice Department to hear me. You don't know leadership. I'm tired of it. When God, let me tell you, I'm going to tell you how blind y'all is. God, I don't want your help. And it seems like you think you have control of everything. Justice Department. Let me tell you something. One thing before God got crucified, and I'm going to tell you what people had in common. God had, the enemy that crucified God had numbers. They had power and sight. God had a few numbers, and he had power and he had sight. What do you have? The world have changed. What do you have? What do you have? What do you have? Texas better get out of my face. What do you have? Your words have consequences, man. The Justice Department words shall have consequences. And I'm going to tell the Supreme Court, your words shall have consequences. Your action and your words as a Justice Department shall have consequences. And I want my justice from you for your words that you said. I want ABC, your words, when you put your people and your Democrats first. Y'all need each other. You don't need God, but y'all need each other. You just stand by the flag, but you don't know the spirit of God. And that's the difference when somebody stands by a flag and don't know the spirit of God. Just do that for their job, but do you understand the spirit of him? And understand to know God as a body, and understand America is a name. God is a body and a spirit. And I'm not going to deal with misconduct from the Justice Department or words they should not be saying. Words they should not be saying. Behavior. As leaders, God made me favor me. One thing me and God got in common, we see this world. We see the spirit of them. When you blind, you can't know the behavior of the state of Texas. That open their mouth. Let's walk away from hip hop. God, let's walk away from them. When the Justice Department and American corporation like Walmart take God for granted with lies. You stand behind that flag. You don't know nothing. But let me tell you something. I can get a job and I can take the punishment. I can take the racial behavior. I can take not being myself and settle for less in racism behavior. But who fault that is? Don't lie and you the blame of it. Because you let dictators like Walmart and racism of black and white behavior, a narcissist that love to judge the mindset. You was wrong for saying that, Justice Department leader. You was wrong. You have no right as a leader, as the Justice Department, no right. You don't know my battles. You don't know my pain. But God knows. You know how God knows? Use God to deny what goes on with his child. Use God to accept that, but you deny that Democrats. You deny that politics. You deny those things. Those things be denied in the civil rights of all your behavior. But should I give up? Should I quit? Never that. But we are not the same when my own government and the Justice Department say words they don't supposed to be saying. They gotta have a government that can sue you and penalize the Justice Department to give me my money. Because Google telling me I can't kind of sue you. Right? All right. I can't kind of sue you. Google say I can't kind of sue the Justice Department. The hypocrites out of it. Right? God say you should have never questioned the ability. Your community been antagonizing bad misconduct, your social security. What type of leadership that y'all hold? Your words have action and they have a consequence in Justice Department. They have a consequence for your actions. What are you showing the rest of the community about what you said? Doug McMillan is a liar. And they bet no I can stop. I've been working at big. No, but I'm not going to deal with a hypocrite. Walmart family and black and white look after themselves. But his words have a consequences of what he said. God might favor me. But one thing me and God got in common. We know human behavior. We know how businesses act. And Walmart, Kroger's, and your American businesses act like that. Your words should have never said out of your mouth. And I'm sorry if I cursed and did the things I needed to do. But his words have consequences, man. And I want to let y'all, I'm not getting in this politics with y'all. If y'all can't know the human behavior of others, antagonism, and no. Nobody wants to deal with that, man. Nobody wants to deal with that behavior. He had no right saying that. He don't know what goes on in my life. He don't know what I had to put up with narcissist behavior. Black and white. And I've been know what I can do. They the one that lie. I've been stalking. And let me tell you, I never had a problem with some of the workers at 1216. I had a problem with the narcissist managers, the CSMs at 299. Some of them that work at night, and they know who they are. The black and the white that sit with Charles, that sit in his seat, but you take their side. He had no right saying those words. No right saying that word as a Justice Department leader. That was wrong. As a leader, and they got to have somebody that can bring you down from your seat as a leader for saying words that you don't supposed to say as a leader at the head of the Justice Department. God said you don't have the right to say that when you know what goes on in Walmart. You know what goes on in an American business. You don't have the right, the audacity to say those things, and you sit up there. That's the difference between God. God don't deny it. You deny it. You live in a lie with the black. All y'all sit together. That don't give you a right to do what you does. So I hope there's a government that can give me my money from you of your words and your actions. Because Google said I can't counter sue you. Google said I can't, or what that is. I remember getting my evaluation done at Newman Smith. Was my first year. Second year was my first year, second year. And my evaluation said I was more good at my hands. Then they asked about do you care about what goes on in the world? And I said, yeah, we can't control what goes on in the world. And then they asked me about where do you supposed to believe you're supposed to be with somebody? She said she got an attitude. The difference between me and everybody that I've been in my past with and been in a situation, they wanted to live in the moment. I wanted to plan. When your schools denied me of your behavior, you think I need you? But God said it's a world that we have to live in, but hypocrites and liars, and they have the power to do stuff that to participate. You had no right to say what you said. You had no right as a department, Justice Department, to say that. And they gotta have a government out there that can sue you and give me with your words that you say. God don't favor me. He favors me. Let's get that straight. But me and him got something in common again. We know this world. And he don't walk around here blind like y'all walk around here blind. The same people that say they didn't need my help. The same lying people that say they believe in God and they deny God. Walmart, lying racism. But let me tell you something. You see, Trump is just as guilty and Joe Biden is just as guilty as you. All of them. All of them just as guilty as you. They just as guilty as you. And I want him to understand they just as guilty because they refuse to allow change. To put Doug Miller down from his spot. They refuse to allow change. And that's the saddest part that we got in America. And then God said you had the nerves to have an informant in there. You had the balls to have an informant in there. You had the right to do that. And you had 3 of them, 4 of them in that hospital when I was getting checked up in 2019. He had the balls to have an informant in there to lie with the rest of them. He had the balls to have an informant in there. But that's the saddest part. We got up in our government, dictators, mindset, 1,000 mindset. Look at you. You think you know everything about human organizations and human behavior. What makes you different from anybody else around? What makes you different from the terrorism? The mindsets of y'all. What makes y'all different? What makes y'all different from the mindset? Then God said, if I die, you depend, you lie while you sit. You live in a lie and act like you haven't played the part of it. This could have been voted. It voted. That is sad, man. But you got the right to tell people overseas we were not allowed things. And look what you're doing right now, Joe Biden. You got the right to tell people, oh, it's not right to terrorize, it's right to stick by rules. You ain't sticking by rules of law of understanding each American and not taking sides and hearing everybody out. But when you give you the right to blame the terrorism for y'all, look what you doing. You know, I watched Joe Biden since I watched him when he was young. He talked about an interview. He was much younger. And he talked about his great grandkids and his kids. And he would be able to protect them and make sure they live in a safe world. I want my son to live in a safe world. I want his mother to not be prejudiced against his black and white and behavior judging mindsets and bullying. You know what I saw in Atlanta when I was in Atlanta Mall? See, my baby mama, that what I tell. She was being intimidated and acting some type of way in the spirit by the people in Atlanta Mall. Hostile. She started to act irrational in the spirit. Your human doing it now. Your human behavior is doing it now. But your state of Texas got the balls to say something and act like I want to do business and behavior with them. What makes you different from them? That's what I want to know. What makes you different from Putin and the rest of them discussing things about leadership and their communities, and you can't control the way the business and the society act towards disability? Which way? That's the difference. If you're gonna be a hypocrite on Putin, what's the difference between that? What's the difference between that? And this person right there. And these women that's getting on here with that bull crap with these horoscopes got some issues going on. But who you is to blame that you can't control democracy and the way people have the behavior that's going on in this community? Come on, I should not have to wake up. I should not have to wake up. You should have been woke up and know what America's about and America's business is about, what Walmart is about. When Walmart don't got disability in their business, you should have been woke up. Right? Now look what situation you put me in. That's sad for your selfishness. God said, I'm ashamed of you. I'm ashamed of you. You know what you did? You didn't kill God in the body. You killed God in the spirit with lies that you tell with your democracy, with lies that you understand. But let me tell you, I might have to go to work and work at a stupid restaurant or Walmart that's trying to stop my potential and be unhappy for the rest of my fucking life. And work at a Kroger that's got racism all over. And work at a Tum Tum that got a problem. but you will never kill my God while you sit up there in money and sit up there in okay. While you live like the gods. Not like Clash of the Titans. My boy off of Taken that plays on Taken, he plays in there. And one day we gotta say, I feel like him. On the first Clash Titan, they had it on HBO. We gotta say enough is enough. And God had enough of the White House. God had enough of the White House. We had enough of Trump taking sides, and y'all taking sides of the communities and businesses. But let me tell you something. If I have to get back out there and get back out there and work in your racial environment, in your American businesses, when my face go from happy to sad, you to blame, Joe Biden. Your Democrats and don't lie. God said, don't lie from it. Y'all all play. Black and everybody that plays a part of this government plays a part of it. The community, all of y'all got a part in it. God said, you let me down, Joe Biden. You let me down. God said, you let me down in the spirit by participating. You and the senators, you are unworthy of your title. I filed a civil rights complaint on you, right? On all of the senators. God said, you are unworthy of your titles. The people might hold your title and keep it, but God said, I ripped those titles away from you in the spirit. You are unworthy of your titles. Every senators, every government agency, the mayor, legislators of Texas, you are unworthy of your title. And I told the civil rights, you are unworthy of it. God, rip your titles up in the spirit. The community can't do nothing but keep you there. But God tell you, I stepped down from that title. All of this. All of this behavior going on in this community. All of it, that's sad. All of this is what's going on here. What's the problem? But you allowed them to do something they wasn't supposed to do. You allowed them to do something they was not supposed to do. You allowed them to do something they was not supposed to do. Tell Cardi B something. When you have awoken me, you have awoken God. And you ask for questions that you should not be asking. Because Joe Biden, they think they got all the answers to human organizations. And they think they got the answer to everything or what everything that's going on here. To human organizations and to life that's beside us. You know, they say we apes and all the rest of that. We was put on this earth. We came way after the dinosaurs were destroyed. We was put on this earth. It don't matter going through a machine who was put on this earth. That's something that you have no idea of. We was put on this earth. When I mean put, we came from somewhere else in another universe. God and Jesus exist. But your creator is out there. We was put on this earth. Our ancestors and the people that created all of us got put on this earth in time periods that we don't know of. We didn't disappear. We was put here. That's something you don't even hardly know of yet. We was put here. It doesn't matter color, race, everything. We was put here. You know, remember that movie called Raise Runner. Raise Runner. Come on, Crows. I understand y'all. Are you listening? Talking to me right now. But Governor Abbott got the balls to say he don't need me. And these black people don't lie to me. God don't need you. But God say, let me go in my covenant back into hiding after this battle is over with. You know, Demira's sisters have told me some one day. She used to go to church. And you know what she said? Y'all ain't ready for me. No, y'all world not ready for God. Y'all not ready for God, and y'all lie about it. You hide the fact what's really going on. Everybody swear they know about the human mind. They can swear they can come up with pictures and all of these things. They think they know everything about human minds and body and all of those things. That you think you know everything. You humans think you know everything that's going on. With your pictures, with everything that you know. You don't got it all the facts figured out. Doctors, you think y'all got all the facts figured out at the end of the day? I want to let Joe Biden know there's going to be 1,000 more like me. And they're going to come in different periods of time. I don't want to be called Martin Luther King. I don't want to be called Malcolm X. I don't want to call no other actors. My title is going to say misunderstood because God was misunderstood. When you called me out, you have woke Cardi B when she called me out, you have awoken God when you called me out. You have called your creator out, and that's understand by the universe of the spirit of space, time, and all of those demanding you say you are. You have when you called me out, you have awoken something that you should have never have awoken. When you decided you want to call me out, be careful of the tunnels you reach out for. Be careful of the tunnels that because you don't even know when I was doing music, I talked to a lot of girls overseas that's grown now in 08 on MySpace in different parts of the world. Be careful the tunnels that you open. Be careful of the tunnels you open. Before there was a Facebook, there was a MySpace. Be careful of the tunnels that you open. MySpace is very popular. I love how I can put all my friends' pictures of people I'm talking from around the world. I can then put them all on the screen around the bottom of the screen. MySpace was popping. It was so popping. And it was so popping in the back in the day. But somebody said MySpace person died and everybody like didn't want to be bothered with it no more. It went dead. Hey, they don't speak for me, man. They don't speak for me. I don't let another person speak about what I want and talk about envy and elevate after men. People don't speak for me. They don't speak for me. I'm on a different type of I'm on a different type of hey, I don't want nothing to do with that. I stay away from conflicts. I want nothing to do with that stuff, man. That's what I don't want. I'm trying to stay away from a lot of hey, we're gonna have to leave a lot of American women alone. I do not want that type of misconduct around me. I'm gonna have to stay away from a lot of misconduct like that. I've been around some women in my life, but it seemed like I want nothing to do with certain behaviors. Hey, baby, we gonna have to go to Paris and London or something to find what we need. Hey, America don't got it here. It don't got it here. It don't got it here, man. Like literally, it don't got it here. The bad man, it don't got it here. And I'm not judging, but certain things I'm trying to stay away from. That's literally. And people showing me in this entertainment, to stay away from. I don't want you. They showing me a bad misconduct. I don't want you. I don't want to do nothing about that. Humans don't even know about self-esteem. Oh man, you usually don't get this out of me. People usually don't see me like this and get out of character. People that know me, my ex, this not the side of me what you think you know. But y'all make a person want to get out of character and behave some type of way. And in no sense to get out of character and behave and y'all doing, they think they know everything about a self-esteem. It never self-esteem or passion in this world. Hey, hey,